big boulders. I'm not climbing up there. Hi, Geo Gypsy here, and I'm hanging out at Indian Bread Rocks Recreation Area. It's managed by the Bureau of Land Management, that's BLM, or some people say Livestock and Mining, and you can stay here for 14 days dry camping. Not bad.
I wanted to climb the boulders as soon as I saw them, but a certain amount of trepidation held me back for a while. I watched them, studied their shape and texture at different times of the day under different light, and even saw the moon.
Yeah, I can't hardly wait to get out into these boulders some more. Camping 14 days. All right, well, we come over this first. I think this is where we're going to start, at least for tonight. Honestly, I'm tired of driving. This will work for the evening. It's my from camp view, looking up at the Dos Cabezas Mountains and the boulders that are up here as well. Indian Bread Rocks. Neighbors kind of passing through here. First night sunset, Indian Bread Rocks. Pretty nice.
The next afternoon, I let Sierra outside on her leash.
He's already out of the harness and off the leash and going places that I really would choose not to follow. You can probably see that tail flicking away. I believe she had a hard day today. I mean, she did get to go outside for a little bit, and later on she came and laid in front of me like, oh, take my harness off. So I did, meaning we're in for the night.
With temperatures in the mid to high 80s, I spent a lot of time over several days sitting in the shade and watching the light change on the boulders while dreaming about climbing to the top. I also watched the four-legged neighbors stroll past, in the morning one way and returned in the late afternoon the opposite way. They never came close or paid me any attention. I mostly noticed them when the mooing got loud. And I watched the clouds fly over those boulders I wanted to climb.
Well, here I am. I'm going to try to be out here by the boulders, somewhere up in here, to shoot the moon tonight and see what happens. Well, this is the picnic area, and they did a really great job here. There's a really nice barbecue pit, picnic tables all blocked off, plenty of parking here too, and bathrooms. What do you know? All right, well, we're out here shooting the moon.
The next morning, I'm ready to climb the boulders.
Well, I want to take a walk up to the boulders. I don't think I'll be climbing any of them, but I mean, I don't want to hurt myself. And I'm out here alone, so that's just not a good idea. And I have to remember to keep looking down because I am traveling through snake country, you know? Okay, area closed to everything but being on foot, right? So basically I'm going to be following cow trails through here and not to walk in the cow poop because there is a lot of cow poop out here. That's for sure. Interesting. Aha! We have a survey marker here. Very nice. Very nice, very nice. Get a picture of that, baby. Yep. The mesquite are sending out their little fluffers and seeds. And I see here we even have some mesquite pods now. It seems like the native people used to grind them up and make flour, but they did that with almost everything. All right, let's keep on walking. See where it takes us here. I guess I'm headed towards these biggest boulders first, and yet I think there's another spot over here to the left where, let's see, right about there. It looks like water flowing down, so there must be some seeps around again. I do not see myself climbing up that high, but we're getting a little closer to the boulders. Okay, well, gosh, that was pretty easy. We're now at the base of the boulders. I'm certainly not climbing up to that big one, but we might do a little exploring around the base. And actually, I think I'm going to walk over here towards the left. These boulders are amazing. It's granite. I don't know that I can really show you a good close-up of it. It's granite, okay? Well, as you're climbing around here, color catches the eye. And, wow, we have flowering prickly pear cactus with the bees flying in and out, collecting pollen. Isn't that delightful? Well, more color caught my eye, and this is a cholla of some sort, and it looks like the flowers are just about done here, but there is actually one flower down here that's looking really, really nice. And this is really cool. There's actually a bird's nest here, but there doesn't appear to be anybody in it. All right, past the cholla, over the boulders, under the mesquite, and trying not to get caught on any thornies here. It's hard to follow the cow trails, you know? Oh, it isn't that delightful. Somebody just had to put their flippin' name on the boulders here. So many trails to follow. It's hard to know where to go, what one to take, but this one here looks pretty cool. Going up over the boulders. All right. And not too terribly steep. I think I can handle it. Although, it is easier to go up, I think, than down. This is great, though. Wow. I didn't expect to be able to get up into the high boulders here. I really didn't want to climb boulders, you know? Whew. Look at that sweet little bowl down there. Yeah. Surrounded by the boulders of the Dos Cabezas. And I see a lot more flowering. All right, let's see where this is gonna lead. One thing is, there's a lot of crazy looking rocks and cracks here. It's a pretty dark spot. And well, I'm gonna stay away from those, okay? Oh wow, there's even some manzanita here. That's pretty well. Oh, that's jojoba. Alright, here we go. We're just about ready for that amazing view that I've been looking up at all this time. And look at that, there it is. Holy camole. Think about to the edge of this rock. And there it is. The amazing view. Whew. It's the picnic area and bathroom down below. The boulders I took photographs of the moonrise. Another little island of them out there. Oh, wow. This is big and beautiful. This trail just keeps calling me on and up and up and up. Passing through the boulders. I never expected to get up this high into the boulders, honestly. It's crazy. But there's some nice trail here. And, oh, very cool. Look at this. We got right there. Oh my gosh. The blooms on the Ocotillo. Alright, well, I'm still climbing these boulders. Pretty amazing. And, oh my gosh, leads to a most amazing view. What'd you say? It's kind of interesting as you walk over this rock very carefully, because it will spall and break. I don't want to fall down, that's for darn sure, but you know what? I think I just need to have a sit here and enjoy the dang view. Yep, I climbed up here, can you believe it? I can't hardly believe it. Well, this has just been a delight. So now I'm headed back down, and actually I think I'm following a cow on the way down, because I spotted one and I kind of stopped to take pictures of some more of the flowers along the way, because the cactus, they're blooming. And there is actually lizards running around, but they are way too fast for me to catch. So alright, we're just going to continue on back down, and it's almost lunchtime, so I'm ready. Alright, I hope you can tell that there's tire tracks on this trail right now. And yesterday, there were some assholes in a 4x4. They were riding all over up here, and you know what? There's signs all over that say that's illegal. Tearing up the land. Damn you! Alright, walking on down this piece of, I call it slick rock, but it is granite. And, it's not really the same as slick rock. Slick rock is usually like a sandstone or even limestone. Sedimentary rocks, not granite. Granite is a igneous rock, so think volcanoes. Well, don't necessarily think volcanoes, but think volcanic action, because these boulders are what's left over after erosion has occurred to shape the land. It's another sky island, and they are all made up of some kind of volcanic rock. Alright, off we go, following the tread and wondering if there will be a cow around the corner. I don't want to startle the cows. Whoops. And there we have a startled cow. Hi. Wow. What a great walk. I got a lot higher up on those boulders than I ever expected to. And it wasn't really too scary. I wasn't rock climbing. I was just bouldering a little bit. That's okay. Nice. That's where we just were. Way up there. Yeah, just sitting up there In fact, let's see. I was just sitting like right there. It was a nice little walk, and I didn't even walk a half a mile. Can you believe it? Doesn't count elevation, I guess, because there's home and there's the boulders. Cool.
Watch the black dot on the boulder just right of center for where I was sitting when I climbed the boulders. Yeah!
Well, good morning, and I'm seeing the moon set up here down on the boulders. Isn't that wonderful? I love it. Hey, Sierra, we're gonna roll. Yeah, I know you don't like it, but it is what it is. So, time to go to bed? Okay, well, I'm getting ready to pull out, so getting the levelers out of here from underneath the truck. And you know, you always want to, like, kick those babies and not just reach down and pick them up, because they often have spideys in them or other worse things if you're in the desert. All right, we're getting ready to roll. So I'm headed out from Indian Red Rocks. It's been an awesome place to camp. I would certainly come back here again. All right, well, we're about to hit pavement here. Haven't seen that in a little while, have we? No. That was the South Camp Canyon, and now we are getting on, call this one Apache Drive, something like that. If I was to go right, which I'm not, I would get to Fort Bowie. Instead, I'm going to go left, which will take me to the town of Bowie, if you can call it a town. There's not much to it. All right, well, guess what? On the road again. Here looks like the main drag. That's Bowie. Everything in this town is closed, I think. The mini mart is closed. There's barely any houses here. There's no traffic on Main Street. Yeah, a lot of closed stuff. I mean, some really cool buildings, actually. Well, dunes. I'm not driving 19 miles of gravel for that. The one thing that is open on the right here is the post office. Okay, you can stand right in the middle of the street in Bowie because there's just nobody in town. I do want to get a better shot for you of this unusual building. TP building. Had to be a tourist place. Alright, this is the rest of Bowie. Several closed old cute little hotel places. Honestly, the only thing I saw open was the post office. US 191 would be the Coronado Trail. So we've got to get on 10 just a little bit up here first.
From southeastern Arizona, I worked my way northwest to my part-time home for a couple of weeks before leaving for my summer travels further north into Utah, Nevada, Oregon, and Washington. Stay tuned for those journeys. Consider subscribing so you'll know when I post again. Won't be long. If you like this video, please let me know in a comment. Thanks for joining me.